Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayat Mudirayet Nashta Prayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shlokera Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanam Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramanandhamadhavam. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadhi Paschatya Deshatarane Nityanandamaham Naumi Sarvanandakaram Param Harinama Pradam Devam Avaduta Shiromanim Anandalila Maya Vigrahaya Hemamba Divya Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Mahaprem Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataya Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you all of you for coming. So yesterday we heard that Krishna, he stole the flat rice, the packet of flat rice which was brought by Sudama. Krishna actually tricked him with his words. He was laughing, he was trying to distract him, because he was trying to hide the flat rice packet which he has brought, and Krishna was trying to distract him. And all of a sudden Krishna took it from his hands which he was hiding. And then Krishna, when he saw, he felt immense pleasure after seeing this flat rice, because this was brought with so much love. Krishna, he is Bhaktavatsala, and anything his devotees offer with love, for Krishna it's a big thing. It's a very big thing. For a devotee, he might be thinking that I am offering a very small thing, but Krishna takes it as like a big Sumeru mountain. We offer like a small sesame seed, as like a sesame seed, as a size. Our offerings are like sesame seeds. But how Krishna sees that? He magnifies it that to that extent that he sees that as if like a Sumeru mountain. So this is what we are giving a comparison to understand our service and how Krishna sees it. So when the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, the husband of Rukmini, the husband of thousands and thousands of goddesses of fortune, and Krishna saw that palmful of, saw that flat rice, and he tried to untie it, because it was packed in a torn cloth. Sudama was so poor that he didn't have one good cloth also, so it was packed in a torn cloth. Somehow the packet was in such a way that somehow the rice didn't fall, but the whole cloth was torn. So tears in his eyes, Krishna untied it and he ate one palmful of rice. he just put his hand and he ate it. And as soon as Krishna ate it, he felt immense transcendental pleasure. Now Krishna, from him the happiness comes out. All the happiness which is there in this world is coming from him. But that Krishna experienced supreme bliss after eating this one palmful of rice. So we can imagine with what love and devotion Sudama has brought this flat rice. It was not a short journey from his house towards Dwarka. It wasn't a small, and all the way he kept it preserved. He could have ate it, because I really doubt whether he could have got he got enough prasadam, enough food while coming. But he came and he ate it. He could have ate it, but he didn't do that. He just kept it for Krishna. He wanted exclusively that this should be for Krishna. When devotees, as we heard yesterday, when devotees offer something to Krishna, Krishna accepts it, eats it, even if it is a flower. He doesn't see what has been offered. Certainly devotees, they don't offer unwanted things. They will only offer things which will give Krishna pleasure. So they want that when devotees offer something to Krishna, they have something in their heart. What is that? They think that if Krishna eats this, he will get some pleasure. So this is what the devotee thinks. So Krishna, when he understood that, my devotee wants me to eat this, and that he wants that I should enjoy it, then Krishna eats it. Patram pushpam phalam toyam. Krishna is saying, even it's leaf also, even it's a flower also, I will eat it. Because it has been offered with love by my devotee. When Krishna was planning to take the second palmful of flat rice, and he was about to eat it. And as soon as he was about to eat it, Rukmini became very disturbed. And Rukmini came running and she stopped Krishna. She stopped Krishna's hand. And now there are two conversations going on. First conversation was Rukmini was directly speaking to Krishna, and the second conversation was Rukmini was speaking to Krishna with the medium of eyes. So we will hear both the conversations. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying that Rukmini was saying that in front of Sudama, the some things which were there was spoken in front of Sudama, and when it meant that Rukmini was speaking through the eyes, that was only for Krishna, and Rukmini didn't want that should be heard by Sudama. So Rukmini said, "Oh my dear Lord, if you eat all this treasure, what will we eat? I have so many co-wives with me. We are 16,108. Plus we have our servants. And so many servants are with this. Can you imagine 16,108 and there are servants which are in thousands? So even if one flat rice goes to one palace, it is still not enough. So my dear Lord, please have some mercy on us and please allow us to eat it also." Then Krishna said that that I have to eat one more. Unless I eat one more, Hare Krishna Maharaj, Hare Krishna. So Krishna was saying that to Rukmini that I have to eat one more palmful of rice. If I don't eat one palmful of one more, then it won't be proper. Because Sudama has come here and he has offered with his full capacity, he has offered me his flat rice, even though he didn't have anything in his house. So his wife begged from outside and he brought something for me. And Rukmini, you're not allowing me to eat this? You shouldn't do that. To give him sufficient wealth I have to eat that. Then Rukmini said, oh my dear Lord, simply your satisfaction itself is sufficient enough to grant this Sudama enough wealth. Srila Prabhupada comments that, that when somebody offers food to Krishna with love and devotion in his house every day, then that Lakshmi ji goes and resides in his house. Because this devotee, he is feeding Krishna every day. So then so many Lakshmis are there, they want to make sure that there is no crisis of anything in that house. Because somebody is serving her husband. So she wants to make sure that there is enough Lakshmi this person should have. So Lakshmi goes and resides there without anyone's information, without anyone telling her. So this is how Rukmini ji was indicating Krishna that don't worry. You just eat one palmful of rice and I will go and reside in Sudama's house. And everything will come. All the opulence will come to Sudama. But please don't eat this rice because this will upset your stomach. Because these are stale rice. These are not proper for your stomach. This will disturb you. And we can't bear this. That if you eat this hard, flat rice, if you eat this one rice, one grain you are eating, this is troubling us. Then Rukmini said, Etavatalam Vishwatmam Sarva Sampat Samruddhaye Asmin Loke Atha Vamushmin Pumsatva Tosha Karanam. She is saying like, oh my dear Krishna, you are the soul of the universe. And please be satisfied. Please stop here. Now Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is giving another interpretation to their conversation. He is saying that Rukmini actually spoke to Krishna with their eyes. Now with the eyes to eyes conversation was different. Rukmini was saying that if you don't give this, if you don't stop eating these things, then I will have to do something. Because we can't tolerate you eating all these things. It is very difficult for us. Can you imagine we offering all this, somebody brings a flat rice which is old, which is not properly cooked. Can we ever imagine the pujaris, I want to ask you, will they offer this to Krishna? No, they will immediately say no. So the servants here, they are saying no, they will not offer. So Rukmini is saying that, my dear Lord, you have eaten enough. Whatever was Sudama supposed to get will be sufficient from this one handful of rice. So please stop it. You know, when husband is not following the instructions of a wife, then way she becomes angry, the eyes says it all. So the eyes, the way she was saying by words, Krishna didn't listen. Then finally she scared Krishna with her eyes, saying, Krishna, please. Okay, and the eyes said it all. Most of the time what happens that when husband and wife, they are in a public forum, and the husband and the wife wants to convey something, especially that the wife knows that if my husband eats this stuff, he'll fall sick. So now she goes and tells him, don't eat it, okay? But husband still tries to steal something and goes in a secluded place and try to eat it. But then wife find out, and then she just stares at him, and that stare is enough to keep that prasadam down. See, it was like that. I try to help you relate this whole thing. So Rukmini is saying, Brahmastam tu rajanim ushitvachuta mandire bhuktva pitva sukham mere atmanam swargatam yatha. This Rukmini is not saying, sorry, Shukdev Goswami is saying this. He is saying that the Brahmanas spent the entire night with Krishna that night, and they had fun. Like when the two friends, they meet after a long time, they had some transcendental fun. They were discussing about their Gurukul, they're discussing about family life, and so many things, you know. So Sudama had some transcendental fun, and Krishna made sure that Sudama is getting sufficiently fed, he is eating very nicely, he was fully satisfied. And Sudama was feeling as if he was in the spiritual world. Actually, he was in the spiritual world. He was in Dwarka. There was nothing to feel. He was in Dwarka. He was in the spiritual world. And the next day, Sudama set off for home while he was so much honored by Krishna. Next day, Sudama said to Krishna, "My dear Lord, oh my dear friend, I wish to leave now. I have come here, I have got your darshan, and I just came for your darshan. I don't want anything else from you. I'm very, very thankful to you. Please allow me to go now." Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is saying that Sri Krishna accompanied Sudama on the road for a short distance and then parted the Brahmana by bowing down to him again in front of everyone, in front of the general public. While Sudama was departing, again Krishna bowed down to him and again spoke some respectful words and then said bye to him. And everybody was watching, all the citizens of Dwarka, everybody was watching. Although he had apparently received no wealth from Krishna, Sudama was too shy to beg from it. Actually, Sudama's internal reason was that his wife sent him to beg some wealth. But Sudama didn't ask for anything. He simply returned home feeling perfectly satisfied to have received Supreme Lord's audience. This was his prime motto. And so he said, I have got what I wanted. Wealth, why do I need some wealth? Sudama was thinking, while now he was walking towards his home, and he was thinking so many things, thoughts were coming towards his mind. So Shukdev Goswami is mentioning those here. He was thinking that I have seen how much love Lord Krishna has for the Brahmanas. I have personally seen that. He worshipped me like people worship him. He sat down at my feet and he washed my legs. And not only that, the goddess of fortune resides in his chest, and with that chest he embraced a poor Brahmana like me. So Sudama was thinking all these things and he was blissful thinking of that I have got a hug from the Supreme Lord. So he was so happy. Then he was thinking to himself, Kwaham daridra papiyan kwa Krishna sriniketana brahma banduriti smaham bahubhyam parirambhitaha. Who am I? I'm a sinful Brahmana. And who is Krishna? Sriniketana, the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is full in 6 opulences. And he has embraced me. Now, he was thinking of his good fortune. Sudama was so humble that he considered his poverty to be his own fault. And then he was thinking, wow, Sudama treated me exactly like he treats his brother Balram. And what he took so much good care of me that he made me sit on the bed of Rukmini. I was sleeping on Rukmini's bed last night. I was sitting on it, I was speaking to Krishna on Rukmini's bed. And then he was thinking that, Krishna actually is very, very kind to me. That he knew that he's thinking what Krishna has thought. He's saying that Krishna has thought that I am such a poor Brahmana, and if he gives me wealth, what will happen? I will become, my mind will be disturbed, and when a poor person gets so much wealth, then there is a huge possibility that he might give up his goodness, the way he's been kind and generous people. A poor person, he's very humble, and so many good qualities are there in a poor person. And he was thinking that because I might get intoxicated by this wealth, Krishna did not give me this wealth, so that is good for me. Krishna knew the best for me. Actually, Krishna knows the best for all of us. But we pray certain things to Krishna that Krishna, please do these things in my life. So Krishna does. But if we allow Krishna to do things in our life, then that is the actual way. Jai vidhi nath hoi hit mora karahu savegi das mein tora. So we should allow Krishna, oh Krishna, please do what is best for me. So Sudama was thinking that Krishna did what is best for me. It is not that Krishna doesn't fulfill devotee's desire. It is not Krishna fulfills devotee's desire. But it is always good that instead of allowing us to decide our own plan, allow Krishna to decide our life. That is the best way. So our prayer should be, oh Krishna, oh Supreme Lord, oh Supreme Master, oh my dear friend Krishna, please do what is best for me. Why? Because I am your servant. So please do what is best for me. A master knows what is best for the servant, so please do. So thinking thus of himself, finally, Sudama was meditating and contemplating, and he was constantly thinking of how he spent the time in Dwarka with Krishna, and he was remembering all the opulence of Dwarka. And when he entered his village, he saw a huge palace, and he said to himself, how did I come again to Dwarka? Actually, he reached his own village, but seeing the huge opulence and palaces exactly like Dwarka, Sudama thought to himself, did I come back to Dwarka? I think because thinking of Krishna, I just lost my way, and I think I returned back to Dwarka. Then he looked very carefully and he said, no, it doesn't look like Dwarka. Then where has this all celestial palace equaling the combined brilliance of sun, fire and moon come from? I can see there were splendorous courtyards and gardens, each filled with flocks of cooing birds and beautified by ponds in which so many lotuses were grieving. And then Sudama saw that so many hundreds and thousands of maid servants were waiting for him. And as soon as Sudama went a little ahead, thousands of those girls who were there, they were resembling same like the goddesses of fortune, and the people were like the demigods, and they came and offered respects to Sudama. And then gradually Sudama realized, this is the mercy of the Lord. This is mercy of my friend Krishna. So Sudama, in his mind, he first accepted those pranams, those obeisances which these people were paying to Sudama. He accepted that. That means he accepted them as his servant. So then they were jubilant, they were very happy. And they came ahead and welcomed him very nicely. And now Sudama's wife, she was transformed completely like a goddess of fortune. Like Sudama saw a goddess of fortune, Rukmini and other, Satyabhama and others, he saw their beauty in the palace of Krishna. So Sudama saw that somebody, he didn't recognize that it was his wife. First, he didn't recognize. He saw that some goddess of fortune is also there. He thought that and she is offering Sudama pranams. So Sudama also offered pranams, because goddess of fortune is offering pranams, so I should offer also pranams. So that whenever a Vaishnava offers pranams to us, it is always good that we return it back. We also offer pranams to him. So Sripad Siddhara Swami is pointing out that Lord Krishna turned Sudama's home into a heavenly abode. Everyone living there now possess beautiful bodies and attire appropriates as the residents of Dwarka. Same. The night before, Sudama's wife, she slept and she had a wasted body with withered breast, and she worn out clothes, and the house was broken, and the roof was also not proper. There was no roof actually. So when she woke up in the morning, there were thousands and thousands of maid servants waiting for her to wake up. And when she woke up, she had a very, very beautiful body, like goddess of fortune. But Sudama's body was still the same. He was still skinny, and still all the veins were visible. Sudama's body was still like that. So, understanding that the maid servants and everybody was celebrating, and she understood that Sudama has come, so she, remembering, thanking Lord Krishna, and remembering her husband, she stepped out from her palace to welcome her husband. And when this chaste lady, when this chaste lady, Sudama's wife, saw her husband, her eyes were filled with tears of love, and she bowed down to Sudama again, and she embraced Sudama in her heart. This is a Vedic custom that even husband and wife, even though they are husband and wife, they don't hug each other in public. This is a Vedic etiquette. So Sudama's wife hugged him in her heart. Now Sudama was still not recognizing her. There was a certain reason why Sudama's body was not transformed into a divine body. There was a certain reason. Sudama, he asked this maid servant, who is she? And they said, she is your dear wife. Really? She's my dear wife? So Sudama very closely observed her. And he closely saw her beauty. And he said, yes, she is my wife. But how did this thing happen? How did this transformation take place? Then he understood, this is also by mercy of the Lord. And then as soon as Sudama recognized his wife, his body also got transformed into a divine body. And this body was not anything mundane, but was an body of an associate of the Lord, a spiritual body, and mundane body. Sudama's wife also didn't have a mundane body. These associates who were serving him they also were not mundane. Sudama's body also was transformed into a spiritual body. The body one gets when one enters Vaikuntha planet, or the spiritual world, Sudama got that body. Now Sudama entered the palace with his wife and children and everybody. He entered the palace, and he was seeing the palace. He saw that how the homes were having beds which are soft and white like a foam of a milk. He saw the bed sheets were made of ivory and ornamented with gold. He saw how the couches were with golden legs, and how the royal chamara fans, how there were royal chamara fans and golden thrones, soft cushions, and so many other things Sudama saw. And then Sudama was thinking that I am such a poor person, and my prarabdha is like that I could never get any riches. There is no possibility, because if I had to get some riches, I could have got long back. But because my prarabdha is like that I will never get any riches, so then who did this? Then Sudama remembered, it is only one person. It's my dear friend, Krishna. If there is anyone who can change your destiny, who can change your prarabdha, who can destroy your inauspiciousness in your life, it's only one. It's Krishna. No demigods, no Shiva, no Brahma, No one has the power, no Durga, no Ganesha, nobody has the power to change your life, change the prarabdha. Nobody has that capacity. Only Krishna can do that. No demigods can do that. Only Krishna can do that. Krishna is Bhuri Bhoja, the unlimited enjoyer. He did not tell Sudama that he was going to give him such wealth. It was actually, Vishwanath Thakur is saying that, what was Krishna thinking? Krishna was thinking that this poor Brahmana, he brought me such a great treasure. First thing, he didn't have anything in his house. So he requested his wife to beg. So she begged and she brought me. That means he went out of his capacity. He begged and he brought me this flat rice. And see, here, I cannot go out of my capacity and give him things. I cannot go out of my capacity. Whatever I have to give him, I have to give, what will I give him? So much love he has offered me, I am indebted to him. So, out of this shame, this Krishna was feeling shameful that because I cannot return his love back, Krishna didn't give him in his presence. Krishna didn't even tell him that I am going to give you such opulence. Didn't tell him. Krishna was ashamed that he went out of his capacity and brought me this thing, but I cannot go out of my capacity. That is so Krishna was saying like that. Now Krishna acted like a magnanimous cloud, rain cloud. In India, still there is a culture that the farmers, they performed certain kind of a sacrifice for the rain god, so that the rain god bestows rain. So earlier it was a tradition. The rainfall was only in the night. So it is said that even the demigods were used to be ashamed that the farmers are doing so much for them, but what they can give in return? Only rain. Because of that shamefulness, they used to only pour rain when the farmers were sleeping. So Sudama was comparing, Vishwanath Thakur is comparing Krishna's mercy as a magnanimous cloud. So the Lord is supremely compassionate reservoir of all transcendent qualities. Sudama is saying, may life after life, I get a chance to serve him, to love him, to be his friend. And life after life, may I always remain in the association of his dear devotees. And this opulence which Sudama got was not ordinary opulence. It was Mahaprasad of the Lord. The opulence which Kardam Muni got, Kardam Muni, he when Devhuti pleased him by his service and Kardam Muni attained perfection, then Kardam Muni manifested a certain kind of opulence for Devhuti's pleasure. But it is said that opulence also was Mahaprasad of the Lord. Even that opulence was not accessible even to Brahma. The opulence which Kardam Muni manifested with his powers were actually prasad of the Lord. It was not ordinary. Are you trying to get this point? Similarly, what Sudama got here was not ordinary. It was nothing mundane about this opulence. It was transcendental opulence. It was Mahaprasad of the Lord. So Sudama is saying that I have been fortunate to have received this Mahaprasad of the Lord. So Sudama, he spent his remaining life with whatever whatever Krishna has provided, he tried to use that for the service of the Lord. And Sudama still used to sleep on the earth. He didn't use any of those opulences for himself. Family used it, but Sudama himself still used to sleep on the earth. Because he wanted to be fixed in the Lord's Lord. He didn't, even though this was Mahaprasad of the Lord, but Sudama thought, let my family have it. Let me be a poor Brahmana itself. I didn't want to change myself. To a devotee who lacks spiritual insight, the Supreme Lord will never grant the wonderful opulences of the world. Indeed, the infinite wisdom, the unborn Lord very well knows the intoxication of wealth. When somebody gets wealth, the Lord knows that how it is very difficult to practice Krishna consciousness with so much wealth. So Krishna only gives whatever is required. He will never give excess wealth to his devotees. He will maintain him. It is not that Krishna will starve the devotees. No. Krishna will give as much wealth as much is required for the devotees. Because there are certain devotees like Prahlad Maharaj. Sudama was thinking, when he got all this opulence, he was meditating actually, that what will I do with all this opulence? My wife wanted this, so she got. But I don't want this. What will I do with this? I wanted only Krishna and I have Krishna. That is enough for me. And he was thinking that the great saints like Prahlad Maharaj, they can tolerate these things. That for them, so much wealth comes, they are not affected by anything. Their Krishna conscious life is not affected by so much wealth. But I am not like that. My Krishna conscious life might get affected. So Sudama said that I will not use all this opulence. So let me be simple, let me sleep on the ground. Itham vyavasito buddhya bhaktoti vajanardhane vishayanjaya takshan bhuje nati lampata. Oh, by mistake I skipped the verse and I went ahead. Okay. Hare Krishna. This is interesting. Okay. Okay. So the Supreme Lord is saying, who is saying this? Shukdev Goswami is saying, Etad brahmanya devasya shrutva brahmanyata naram labdha bhava bhagavati karma bandhadvi muchyate. The Supreme Lord is saying that the Lord always shows Brahmana special favor, or his devotee special favor. Anyone who hears this pastimes of Sudama, he will develop love for the Lord and thus become freed from the bondage of the material work. This is what Shukdev Goswami is giving benediction. Before that verse, it so happened that Sudama left his body, fixing his mind completely under the lotus feet of the Lord, thinking always of his pastimes. Sudama left his body. As Sripad Jiva Goswami mentions that Sudama's last trace of illusion lay in the subtle pride of being a renounced Brahmana. This trace was also destroyed by his contemplating the Supreme Lord's submission to his devotees. So Sudama also, he set an example for all the grahasthas. How should one be unattached and one should perform devotional service. Sometimes we get wealth, so we should not be disturbed. This is what the pastime is showing us. That even if we are poor, we are lacking something, still we should not give up Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna will provide. Like Krishna also provided to Dhruv Maharaj. So Krishna also provided to Sudama. So Krishna will also provide us. So this is the pastimes of Krishna and Sudama. If there are any questions, devotees can come up with the questions. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Many questions. Okay. One thing that comes up, among other things, is this amazing story about the transformation that Krishna created in Sudama's life.
Okay.
And when he went home, he found this huge palace and his wife, who he couldn't recognize at first. She was so gorgeous and beautiful. And part of me is thinking it's almost like you and I walking out the gate here into the village tomorrow morning and discovering another Bhaktivedanta Manor across the road. We wouldn't expect it to happen. So there are those who would suggest that these stories must surely be allegorical stories. They can't be real. They must be allegorical. In which case, then they may say, so you followers of Krishna, are you basing your whole philosophy on allegorical stories? Because you seem to believe them. You seem to believe them that they're true and they happen. So let me be the devil's advocate here, Prabhu, and just say how, because possibly in the course of your service of traveling and preaching these beautiful stories, sometimes people make
yes, Prabhuji.
suggestions.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Even my own friend, I had a schoolmate, and so he asked me this question once, that how do you guys believe in scriptures which are written 5,000 years old? I said, we believe because whatever is written in the scripture, we are able to see those places here in India. When we hear about Lord Ramchandra building a bridge on the water to going to Lanka, we see the bridge today. When we talk about Sri Vrindavan Dham, there are so many things mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam and so many other scriptures about Vrindavan Dham, and which we see with our own eyes. There are so many things that are mentioned about Dwarka, and we know that Dwarka is there. So isn't that enough proof that these things did exist? Because what we see in the scripture, which is written thousands of years ago, we see them practically in our front of our eyes. So we have to believe it. Seeing is believing for them. So this is show them. Take them to Vrindavan, take them to Dwarka, take them to Ramasetu. Show them that this is the bridge which Lord Ramchandra built. Show them Ramayana and show the bridge. So this is how we have to. This is the way, and gradually, such people will develop faith. When they not this such stories, such kathas are for devotees to relish. These are ordinary people will not understand these things. When they will understand, when they understand the nature of the Supreme Lord, when they hear Bhagavad Gita, and when they gradually by staying in association with so many devotees for a long time, then they will understand, oh, Krishna is Bhakta Vatsala. He helps his dear devotees. How he helps? Like Krishna helps Sudama. So, and we also see this practically in our devotees' life also, that that I have experienced myself, that sometimes I had a schedule to travel, or I had to print some books and I had no money. Literally, I have no money. I experienced that next day I had to give 70,000 rupees to the printer. I had no money the day before. And I was thinking, how is it going to come? But the next morning, all of a sudden I get a call that, are you planning to print some books? I have 70,000 rupees I can offer. Exact amount what was needed. So Krishna provides. So this gradually, these things, what Krishna helped Sudama, these things gradually devotees will also experience in their lives when they practice Krishna consciousness. How Krishna helps them also. Then their faith will increase. And Krishna will help them to increase their faith. And then they will understand that these pastimes are not simply bogus stories.
And just to finish on the same line, my own experience when I joined this movement, I was just a very young teenager. when I joined this movement. And one of the things that prompted me to commit myself to being part of this movement was the Krishna book, reading the stories in the Krishna book.
Yes.
And I can remember clearly how I read these stories and I thought, this is fantastic. And I went back to where I came from to read these stories to all my friends, because I had quite a collection of pretty interesting people. Friends, they all studied philosophy. We always discussed all this philosophy and this, that, and the other. And then when I read Krishna book, I thought, this is what they all want. It must be what they all want. I'll take it, I'll go back and I'll read these stories, and they'll all join me, and they will all join the temple together. And so I went back to where I stayed with them all, and I brought them all, assembled them all together, and I said, listen to all this philosophy. I discovered this Krishna consciousness. You must hear these stories. And of course you can imagine what happened.
Yes. I will tell you one more example, Prabhuji. Forget about Krishna's pastimes. A 70-year-old man, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, he walks into Western world with 40 rupees in his hands, with 3 books of Vedic culture. He walks into America and he creates history in 11 years. He creates history. So many people coming in future, they will say that we can't believe how can an old man can start, a 70 years old man can start a worldwide movement like this. But then we'll have to show them videos and prove it to them that yes, Baba, this happened, this miracle happened. A man was there on the planet who ruled the world for 11 years. Literally, Srila Prabhupada ruled the world for 11 years. He was there on all the newspapers' headlines worldwide. It was he ruling the world. Krishna showed that what his devotees can do. This is a practical example. We can see in front, and certainly we'll have some faith in Krishna's pastimes. When we see, if we can understand this miracle of this person, then we can certainly understand this pastimes also. So better you tell them that this miracle of this person, and then tell them the miracle of this person. Then they will be able to relate that. That if a 70-year-old man is that powerful, then certainly this man is the super powerful. Prabhuji.
It's an interesting thing, what do you desire?
Any other questions? Any comments? Mataji's? So, okay, you have a question?
Yeah. We talk about like Brahmanas, Krishna respects the Brahmanas and these things. But then we also always hear that in Kali Yuga there's only Shudras. So how can we understand this?
These Brahmanas are devotees of the Lord. You have to see that Brahmanas means devotees of the Lord. So, devotees are still there. So, can Krishna loves devotees? So, I'll be leaving tomorrow for Manchester, and I'll see you again, all of you, on 26th, 27th and 28th. We are having a seminar on glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. So I hope I'll have all of your darshan on that day.